Hey everybody, this is Higher Channel here. In today's video, what we're going to be talking about is my predictions and what's going to be happening with the Nintendo Switch 2. So what we know so far from the game, also what I definitely do know is that most of the games I've been seeing that coming out in this year is most likely the gameplay I've been seeing for the Metron. I don't know if I'm saying Metron 4. I don't know if I'm saying it right. And then Pokemon Legends ZA. That the footage don't. The game does not look like it's on the Switch. On the Switch One, it doesn't. But like I said, it's probably is. But either way it goes, I don't really think so. One thing I got to answer for it: if they gonna have a thing where they're gonna have a version, I'm pretty sure they're gonna have some kind of thing where you could upgrade the game because you're not gonna be able to just what's that called? Because most of the time, if it's a new game, just say it's a new version for the game, they just say you have to update it, just like Last of Us, like the new one, the remake. The other one, if you have to read the other one, you could pay like $10 or something to upgrade. Something like that. I think that's what they should do with Legends EA. And so far, we do know is that they have a Nintendo Today thing where they update the controls of the game, basically the game. What I can do is just look under this. Well, what I've got right here is just the treehouse. We're gonna talk about that in a minute. So just as before, I don't know if they doing it. Um yeah, that's not gonna explain it to me. Yeah, so I don't know if they gonna show something. I exactly don't know. Yeah, so I can't really look at it. Yeah, so I don't exactly don't know how the way it's gonna go. Yeah, so what I'll just talk about. Okay, so what I do know is that it's an intersection thing where it has a what's that called? Yeah, the intersection thing where it looked like it's a mouse that could fit in there. I think that if they're gonna do something like that, I think it's gonna be different mouse controllers for the game. So it's gonna probably be like some control insert uh thing for it, and also it's gonna be like a portal thing with the control where you could exactly control the controller or something like that. And yeah, it's gonna be different. That's if they do it. But yeah, then also that I forgot to mention is that they also had like a thing where you can also play the Switch 2 at a different thing. I wish I could show how the way it looked. Yeah, so one other thing is that yeah, so these are the other events that's coming along with that. So yeah, I'm gonna exactly do pretty much. I'm gonna do like a, and then this is also another thing that's coming after the, yeah. So that trios thing comes on the following after the second, so that's the third, where they gonna have yeah. So it's best to go for this week. So it's gonna be like a two presentation. So pretty much they're gonna show multiple games that's coming out. So that's what they have. So that's what they have for this. Yeah, but what I do know is that they was mentioning a lot of things that's consist of the controllers and stuff, the SD cards, and the Nintendo accessory store stuff. And some of them was in Amazon. You could buy, you could be able to use for your Nintendo Switch too, which would be a good thing. I say, me personally, I say for the SD card, I just wait if GameStop even have one. But either way it goes, you can still buy one kind of early you can. So it's not no problem with that because just like if it's for a play like PlayStation, you can still buy it like pretty much early. And also the amount of minutes of the whole presentation from the Nintendo Direct tomorrow is about 60 minutes. I was trying to make sure. I was trying to see if I could. Yeah. So what? Like one thing for sure is that the siege section. Like okay, people keep wondering about it. This siege section is for online thing. More basically like on the PlayStation controller you can use to talk it to people on there. Yeah, because you normally you could talk to people that's on there, like you could be able to use. I don't know if you can use the headsets or something like that, but I know most of the time on my Switch, I know when I was playing Pokemon Unite, I could hear people talk most of the time. So that's why this wonder is like I think this feature is gonna give people the option to talk to players. They have like a chat thing. We never had a chat thing. We could hear people talk. We couldn't. I don't think you could respond back to them, but you could hear them talk. Because for some reason I saw yeah, because I heard a guy that was talking on the, and I was like, yeah, you could talk to these guys. But I know you can, but I'm just saying, like, for the PlayStation, you could exactly plus on the, I guess, on the PlayStation market on the controller. You could also plus the chat, the buttons, so you could able to talk through your, it's like a mic thing that's on there. That's what the Nintendo Switch 2 has. So we have this going on. That's exactly tomorrow. But I just say that everybody's more excited for what's exactly is going to happen. And then one thing I do want to talk about is this game. This game got me speculating that this is used on the Switch too. This gotta be. But the system is under the Switch, Nintendo Switch, but it must be that good then, the way it is. Because one other thing is that this game, like any other game that's on here, never has it. So we have all these games that's coming out. So yeah, they just saying which these games that you're looking forward to. So like one other thing, pretty much I picked this pretty much. Okay, so that game that has the what's that? I forget that game. That looks like they got the meat from the Wii I know the Wii U thing the Wii the meals things that has their own game. I guess it's certain like, but that's not what it's called. But they have a game that's associated with that, and it has way more views. That game got way more views than the Nintendo Switch first reveal trailer. So I think that's gonna be part of it. Okay, I don't know. I don't think that's it. Is that it? Oh, I don't think that's it. I think this is it. Yep, this the game. Yeah, yeah. Everybody talking about this game, but this game is expected to release next month. I mean, not next month. Sorry, well, I'll say next month, next year. So this game is basically a game that you could use to travel. Because this game had way more. This game when this game got revealed in the Nintendo Direct, it had way more views than the Nintendo Switch reveal trailer. But I'm just saying, like the males that's in the game, so they like officially back. They finally got it. So one of the things is that for the Switch 2, they gonna have some kind of meal thing where you could be able to do that too, and they gonna have other options. So guarantee if they have it or not, that's how the way it's gonna exactly go for that. So the way how this is gonna go is that they're gonna have all these games that's coming out either just like next year. So yeah, so pretty much next year, Gen 10 gonna start for Pokemon. Well, whenever that when they have that release, because I think that's gonna probably be released in November, probably since it's not Legends. So, so now what I'm gonna be doing, what I'm gonna be looking for now, because I gotta search this up because I don't got the game thing for it. Okay. Okay, so what? Wait, why Legend Artisan? Okay, so the mostly the titles that they have. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna try to click on it. Like most of this stuff was linked by other people. It's not confirmed exactly yet. These are linkers who confirming it. Just like you know, these ain't really confirmed. So okay, let me see. Okay, Mario Kart. So Mario Kart 9 is also confirmed. So the link of the person who is a GameStop employee, a person who has a family member that's in the as an employee said that the Mario Kart 9 is gonna have like a bundle thing with the Nintendo Switch 2. So that's gonna come. I guess it's gonna come. I don't know if it comes out in another week. And then they talking about this. It's a Legend of Zelda remaster that could become like Breath of the Wild thing that could be coming out. I could say it's gonna come out probably next year. That's if it happens. And then a new 3D Mario. So they was talking about this also, and then they also considered Super Mario Odyssey. That was probably one of the first few games that came out when the first no when Nintendo Switch was first announced. I mean, yeah, first announced what they had those games as they come out. Then we already know Metroid 4 Prime 4 is Beyond is also one that was announced. So this could get announced tomorrow too. The ones that I also mentioned, the other games that could get announced. But except for the remaster, some of the remasters not gonna come. So one thing for sure is that Nintendo also paired with Xbox, Microsoft, so we could have games such as Halo. Well, Halo. Master Chief collection, just like the Bioshock collection that we got. I don't think the part four is the part four in the game. I think so. Yeah. So the part four is going the Master Chief collection Halo game is going to be on the Switch too. But they said not the whole thing. So pretty much that's what the person who said who made it. And then they also say Starfield is going to also be there. So that's another game that was on the Xbox pretty much because they team up with Microsoft. Then Doom: The Dark Ages is also going to be part of this also. And then Final Fantasy 9 and 7 Remake Rebirth. So that could be a remake that's going to happen for the PlayStation 5 also. So whenever that goes in, it's going to also be released on the PC because it's already released. Like, it's already released on the it's already released on the thing, but they having a remake or remaster, so it's going pretty much going to be released on the Xbox, and I think the Switch 2 probably gonna get it first, probably, or the PlayStation get it. They get it at a certain date, and then they have Metal Gear. So Metal Gear is also a game that they already announced. They had the old game, well, the old game of it released on the one of the anime. I forgot what was the name of it came on. The old. I'm talking about the old games. Okay, so there's a person on here that also has the link. Okay, there is all of the Final Fantasy remake that will be coming out. Although I have no information on possible. Yeah, so it's possible. So it's other games that could also come from the Switch too. So we got Assassin's Creed Mirage, Assassin's Creed Shadows, Diablo 4, EA Sports. I think that's probably soccer or something like that. Then Marvel Rivals, and then they have then No Man's Sky, and then Red Dead Redemption 2. So yeah, that's those are the games that's actually coming. Those probably one of my these not really one of my top picks to be exact. And then they also have Tekken and Star Wars, and also the first one Mana. Okay, so pretty much that's about it for the Switch 2 because it's not really that much. So I'm probably gonna have to look over at some more. So those are the rumor games. Now, one game that I did wanted to talk about that could come. Okay. I'm not exactly sure. Dang, I forgot. Okay. They did say something about Power World of coming to the Switch 2. Some other way. They oh yeah, no, not Power World. Not that. Okay, Plant vs. Zombies. That game is also coming to the Switch and the Switch 2. Some I think is they say in the news they got data mines that shows that it's compatible to come on the Switch. So whenever that is, it comes. Gotham Knights is also coming to the Switch 2. It's not. It couldn't come on the regular Switch because it's not going to be able to. No, it's not going to be able to work because we're already having the problem with Arkham Knight that it's not even doing that. So these are confirmed titles. It's already confirmed. So this is Spider Phoenix, and then these are TVA that's not. They don't know when they're coming out. We already know Mario Kart 9 is already going to be coming out when the Switch be released anyways. That game gonna come out this year. Yeah, so most of these other things are rumors, so these not really unlikely for them to come. So as I say before, it's not really much you can talk about. These is mostly rumors. And I think we're gonna be getting Call of Duty also as a remaster of Call of Duty. I think the other early titles, so we might have Battlefield. That's another shooting game if you don't know about it. That's on Xbox and the PlayStation. And then we also can have the Hitman. That's another game that's a shooting game too. So like most of the titles that's referable to, that's what they're gonna have. So we'll probably still have Super Mario Odyssey 2 and the 3D Mario game. Like one thing for sure, I already knew, for some reason I already knew that that game could probably be like a potential dream for anybody, even me, because I know it's actually like a new 3D Mario thing that's coming out in the game. I say that it's possible, or it could be, but I think that they're gonna probably do something. I think that they'll probably be like a next year thing. I think if they were to announce something like that, they'll probably do like a teaser thing and might do something like that. And I'm trying to do some more research, see what's exactly that's going on with it. Okay, so we need to know everything about the Switch. Okay, so we already confirmed that it's released in 2025. The course is larger than the older model with a bigger screen and new joint controllers. Well, basically the controllers are based on look like a mouse, so more likely it is. And then the new joystick attachment, it's just like a PC controller. And the new, it's like a mouse uh optional sensor. So it's like we could have one thing on my list. The dream that I want to have is like a different accessory controls that relate to a mouse like optional sensors, like different kinds of them. Just like they got the different kinds of those pro controllers like that. That's how it is. So the Switch would be a backwards compatible with the current Switch games with some expectation. Yeah. So one thing that I did not mention, most of the games is gonna have compatible, just like the PlayStation Pro did with the games like Spider-Man 2 or other games. They gonna have like a different upgrade to the game. Like it's gonna be like the version gonna look pretty much different. So one thing I could just say which game. So mostly all the Pokemon games that's on the Switch is compatible with it, pretty much. And I could just say some of the Mario games that's gonna be compatible with it. I don't know about Super Smash Bros. I don't know. I don't know about that other game. I don't know. Yeah. So and some of the other games like Metron Prime 4. No, that ain't got nothing to it. But okay, so let's move on to the next one. Okay, Switch 2 edition games will be available. So suggesting that new versions of existing software that takes advantage of the Switch 2's extra power. All right, so we have it's called Switch 2 edition games that are a thing to a corner website. Okay, so they call like virtual game cards, which you could be able to. So the feature is going to be coming to Switch 1, Switch 2. So it's basically, so it's compatible since it must be linked to the Nintendo Cat to use the virtual game cards. Switch 2 exclusive games and Switch 2 edition can only be loaded on to a Switch 2 system. To move virtual game cards between two systems, must pair the systems together. So one thing for sure is that they already saying is that uh, if a game comes out, just say if it's a Switch 2, you cannot use. I don't think you could use it on the Switch 1. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's how they did with the 3D games, 3DS games. That you could play. You could only play 3DS games on the 3DS, not on the Nintendo DS. The Nintendo DS games could be used on the 3DS games. So you can only link up to two systems to link per account. So it's like more basically you could do it like that. So the recent discovery of a hidden 60 FPS mode in the Extra Blade Chronicle X definition led to, especially there may be a Switch 2 mode of some sort. Rumors coming out game to suggest that Birthright was used to demo Switch 2 capabilities that run games behind closed doors, although that was said to be a demonstration piece only rather than a product release. Okay, so yeah, so they just expecting that the games will have different version, boosted versions of the games that already exactly coming out. Like Warner Bros might have something. I think this one might have something, but yeah, we'll see. Okay, so virtual card games will feature allow Switch and Switch 2 owners to make more easy to share these games between ports. So I don't exactly know if Switch 2 could exactly put games on the Switch 2 as a virtual account. I think that'd be like a good game. If the game cards can't fit in the game, I wonder if you could play Switch 2 games on the like a virtual game card if you able to do it. But I don't know. I don't think that's going to exactly work. So we need to explain more. Okay, physical games are confirmable, right? So actually managed to switch out your Switch cartridge whenever you want to play a different game isn't convenient itself. But physical games allows you to swap between courses at the drop of the hat and courses let you games to family and friends. Digital games don't afford such luxuries, at least they never used to. Now Nintendo has introduced a new never called virtual game carts, which lets you move digital games between multiple Switch courses, including Switch 2, and let them out to be family and friends. In this guide, we'll cover all the. Okay, yeah, I don't know how to read that. Okay, so once the virtual card screen launches a free update games download and the Nintendo Switch, it will automatically be covered into the virtual game card. Okay. These are managed to indicate the screen which they can load or eject virtual game cards you see fit. The screen show in the trailer highlights that the order is displayed by a date acquired, but much like your main game library, there will be other ways in which to sort out and further this. How can you load virtual game cards into the second system? If you have two Switch courses consoles, you could eject a virtual game card from one and load it onto the second. And an internet connection will be required when you do this. You could also need a local connection when performing the operation for the first time. If you're without either Switch, you also can manage your library in your Nintendo account on the official website. Okay. Okay, so if you're doing a family video in the cool, you'll land to a family sort of thing. So you only be able to send one game per user at a time. So when 14-day limit period expires, the game will return to the course. If you happen to be borrowing a game, your save date will be returned once the game has been returned. Oh, okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah, so basically you have like 14 days to use the game. I think that's enough to beat the game. That's a pretty cool thing. So you basically could share a game with your which was the with a person, family member also. Yeah, so that's a good thing. And FCC finally has confirmed a Wi-Fi 6 and a near field NFC stands for near field connection support. Okay, let's see what exactly that does that mean. Okay, although we learned from the Switch 2 found in direct. Okay, so the last film as federal commissions in the field nearly, perhaps unsurprisingly, confirmed that Switch's new highly anticipated system will support near field communication, which connects with its popular toys and lifeline. Yeah, so it's one basically those toy things that you connect with, so you can actually use those. And I don't know, Apple Pavilion is one of those toy things you can use for your game. So that would be that'd be pretty cool. And then Nintendo will reveal more details on the 2nd April. So yeah, so we'll get way more details about it. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. We know about the backwards thing, and then we already know about the 4K visuals of it. So the battery thing will be increased for power requirements being offset by effect. The new Nintendo Switch cord is expected to demand more power from its battery. In other words, the battery itself will work smarter to keep the playtime the same. Yeah, so basically reducing you're able to reduce the battery thing so it won't run out so fast. Okay, the Switch Oreo offers 4.5 to 9 hours to play of the following fully charged, depending on the game. The price has and yeah, we know. Yeah, we know about that. Okay. Okay, so otherwise, yeah, that's all I got for right here. So the just like the treehouse, so the thing with the treehouse, it's just like the exact same thing with this. So whenever nothing don't get released, so just say nothing like some of the games, half the games don't, the other half of the games don't be including the Nintendo Switch 2 direct. That means the treehouse gonna cover some of the game titles for the day one and day two because it's gonna be 2 days of them doing a presentation. So yeah, yeah. So that's pretty much it though. So that's all I have. But remember to subscribe and drop a like and share what kind of Switch games you want to Switch 2 games. What's your expectations for it? And I'll see you guys next video.